Hey guys, in this video we have 5 quick and super easy tips on how to hit the ball harder and more consistently every time you're at the plate. And this starts today. I'm Coach Justin Moreau with Futures of Baseball, and this is how I've coached tons of kids from 5U to 14U, every level of youth baseball, on how to stay calm in the batter's box and just hit the ball hard. You know how it goes. Every time you're about to go up to the plate in the game, your coach starts barking all these commands at you and starts shouting all the cliches at you that you've heard all season long already. And it's like, Coach, I'm trying to focus already. I don't need you telling me all the stuff you've already told me for like 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 weeks, whatever. Okay. So, what we're going to teach is a few simple tips to keep you calm in the box while all the coaches and the parents and the kids are going crazy out there. You're going to stay calm up there and you're going to be ready to hit the ball hard right away. Let's start with the first tip. This happens in batting practice, and what I want you to do is focus on catching the ball with the bat. Catch the ball with the bat. Catch the ball with the barrel of the bat. If you need to slow your swing down a little bit to make sure you catch it with the barrel of the bat, keep that nice level bat path through the strike zone, catch the ball with the barrel of the bat, and keep doing that until you get that swing down, and then you swing progressively harder and harder and harder until it becomes your natural swing, catching the ball with the bat. Think of it this way: if there's a pitcher up there throwing 100 miles an hour, the catcher's catching every pitch he throws, right? So the ball can be caught. If you change your mentality at the plate to, I'm going to catch with the bat before he catches it with his glove, that takes the velocity out of the equation. If he can catch the ball every single time back there, you just got to catch a little bit quicker with the bat. Is it more difficult to do? Of course it is. Can it be done? Absolutely. Major leaguers do it all the time. Minor leaguers, college guys do it all the time. You can do this. Catch it with the bat. Train your swing to be able to catch the ball with the bat. Now, you first baseman out there, you have a big advantage over the other players on your team. The catcher's back there catching, right? But it just throwing it right at him. So, I mean, if he doesn't catch, it's going to hit him, right? First baseman, on the other hand, you've got a guy at third base. He's got a cannon for an arm. You got a guy at shortstop. He's got a cannon for an arm. You got the guy on the mound. He's got a cannon for an arm. He's throwing you pickoffs over first base. You got to catch all those things, and they're not like they're throwing pitches. They're throwing them to where you have to stretch and reach, and you're going up high, you're going down low, you're digging it out of the dirt, you're catching across your body, you're catching it wherever they throw it. That's your job as a first baseman, is to catch that ball wherever it goes. They're probably throwing just as hard as your pitcher's pitching. Okay, sometimes harder, right? So you first baseman out there, you have a huge advantage here, right? If you can catch whatever your infielders are throwing at you, you can recognize how a ball moves and catch it with the bat. Okay. So back to the initial lesson here. Catch the ball with the bat. Work on that in batting practice as much as you can. Implement it in the games as best you can. It's not going to happen overnight. That is something that will serve you for the rest of your life in baseball. It gets you ready for the next level, no matter what level you're at now. Okay. Lesson number 2, cut the ball in half. Pretend like you're swinging a samurai sword and you have to cut the ball exactly in half. That is what creates line drives. That is what creates base hits. That's what makes you hit the ball hard. Okay. I don't want to hear anything about launch angle. I don't want to hear it. Those days are going away. Sorry. Too many strikeouts, too much frustration, not enough guys on base, not enough fundamental baseball. That's another rant for another time, kids. I don't want to hear about launch angle. I don't want to hear about chopping down on the ball. Whatever your swing is, cut the ball in half. Work on getting your swing level. Okay. And if you miss by a little bit and you're down below, that gives it backspin, and that's what leaves the yard. Home runs are accidents. That's another lesson we have for you. Hit hard line drives, and home runs will happen. If you miss a little bit on top of the ball, that's a hard ground ball somewhere that's difficult, probably right back up the middle for base hit. Okay. So cut the ball in half. That is your objective. Cut the ball in half. Okay. Tip number 3. Now we're in game time and it's time to get in the batter's box. And the number one thing you can do in there is relax, man. Take a deep breath, get in the box. Here's the important part: get in your batting stance. Okay. Coaches want to mess with your batting stance all the time. You need to be comfortable in the batter's box. Now, you have to be able to get in position to hit the ball in time. Okay. You have to be able to get to the load position in time, right? That's why you watch the major leagues and everyone's got a different batting stance because they know I'm comfortable right here. I can load. I got plenty of time to load. The way I stand, the way I time it, I'm good. I'm comfortable. It is so important to be relaxed at the plate. You can't hit well if you're nervous. Okay, you just can't. Relax at the plate. Get in your batting stance. So long as you can get to that load position in time, you're good. And take a deep breath before every pitch. Have a routine if you want. Step out of the box, 1 foot in, pick up your signs from your coach at third base. Deep breath, back in the box, get in your batting stance, get comfortable, be ready to hit. Okay? That's all. Pretty simple, right? All right, moving on. When you're in the batter's box, here's the next tip. Tip number 4 is do not swing at anything above your hands. You're standing here, right? Ready to go. If it's above your hands, that's a ball. Okay? Don't swing at that. Your coach is going to get you all geeked up. You've all had that coach already, I'm sure. First pitch fastball, you're swinging. And what do? You get in there, and if I'm a pitcher and I know you guys are sitting dead red fastball first pitch, I'll throw you a fastball, sure. I'll paint it on the outside corner at the knees, and I'll get you to roll over, or pop it up, or foul it off at best. Or I'll throw you one even better. I'll throw it across your eyeballs. You're so geeked up to hit, you're going to swing and miss. Or pop it straight up if you're lucky. Fine by me. So, your rule at the plate is do not swing at anything above your hands. Period. In fact, when you get into the box, first pitch, I want you to be looking high strike zone and outside corner. Start there, and if anything else comes in the zone that's hittable, it's easier to adjust to that. It's way easier to drop your hands on a pitch that's coming to lower than to try to catch up to something above your hands. Plus, it's a ball, right? So if it's above your hands, let it go. Now, if you're watching and a pitch is coming in low, it's going to stay low, right? So don't worry about that. Just don't swing at anything above your hands. We don't want that. That is super bad. Okay. Tip number 5. This is probably the most important tip of all of them. Okay. If you hit the ball hard, I don't care if you got out. I don't care if you hit a line drive right at the third baseman, you got lucky and caught it. I don't care if you hit a shot to the wall in the gap and some jerk out there made a diving catch on you and you're out. So what? You hit the ball hard, that is success. And I mean that. You need to think in your head, that is success. Baseball is the most humbling and most frustrating sport, especially for hitters. Okay. If you hit the ball hard, that is success. You have to keep that in your head no matter what. Now, conversely, let's say you roll one over and you hit a little 40-foot dribbler between the pitcher and third base, and you beat it out at first base for a single. Are you happy you got on base? Yeah, you're happy. You put the ball in play. At least that's why you put the ball in play, says the cliche coach. And it's correct. I'm happy you got on base too. But would you rather be good or lucky? Okay, because you just got lucky. In your head, you're thinking, cool, I got on base, I put it in play. I didn't strike out, I put the ball in play. That's why we put it in play. That's success. But when you hit the ball hard, that is success, plain and simple. Okay, you've got to keep that in your head. Don't get down in the dumps because some jerk caught your bullet line drive down the line. Whatever, he got lucky. Okay, you hit the ball hard, that's success. So those are your 5 tips. Okay, remember those, take them into the game with you, practice during practice, implement during the games, and enjoy the game. These tips are going to help you hit the ball harder, a lot more often, and that makes baseball more fun. You're going to succeed out there, it makes it more fun. Okay, so enjoy it. See you guys.